until they become reality. This year's Entrepreneur of the Year is John Hall of Endless Horizons. John has touched the lives of countless individuals, organizations, and communities across the globe. As a visionary with a positive attitude, John has a unique ability to make connections between people, things, concepts, organizations, and ideas. With all of those characteristics in place, it's no wonder that he's been successful in numerous endeavors. In 1983, John Hall started Camp Horizons, a summer camp for children aged 6 to 17 located on 300 acres north of Harrisoburg. Shortly afterward, John founded Horizons Consulting and began to provide team-building activities and services to local and Fortune 500 companies. Numerous Chamber Leadership Program graduates have participated in John's team-building courses. Today, the company operations include Mountain Valley Meeting and Retreat Center, the Outdoor Learning Center, Via Ferrata, and Shenandoah Valley Builders. In addition, Horizons Youth Services provides an opportunity for young people to grow and build brighter futures for themselves and their communities at 5 Job Corps centers in Kentucky, Texas, and California. Collectively, Endless Horizons has grown from $1 million in sales in 1999 to over $50 million today, with over 900 dedicated employees. Throughout his career, John has been active in conservation and renewable resources, recently including support for the restoration of Long's Chapel in Zenda. His humanitarian efforts extend from Lafayette, Louisiana, where he conceived and has coordinated the efforts to build more than 20 homes for Katrina and Rita victims. With his friend Rob, he helped support an orphanage in South America. Through the Horizons Learning Foundation, scholarships and financial aid are provided for children in need. According to one of John's employees, John's values are inspiring. There's never a question we do the right things for the right reasons.
Hi, I'm John Hall, and when I found out that I was honored with the award of Entrepreneur of the Year, I started thinking, I said, wow, that means that if I'm an Entrepreneur of the Year, I'm able to now help a lot of other people. It gives me permission to do that. The folks that are starting in business in ways that I was helped, because I would have never received the award had I not had many people behind me along the way. I do look back, and throughout the years, and sometimes it looked like a far-fetched goal, but as we've grown, it seems more reachable now. That our goal has always been to positively impact 10,000 lives a year. And it's exciting today to receive the award, but also to know that we're really close to reaching that goal. My motivation for founding Endless Horizons, it was kind of interesting because I was living at a camp down by where Camp Horizons is now at Camp Overlook, and I was working there and going to JMU. And I was doing a lot of maintenance, and I always wanted to get back into the program side of camping. And so I went and I touched base with the person that was owning the camp at the time, Lloyd Gokenauer, and I approached him about working for him while I was finishing school. And when I got together with him, he said, I'm not really interested in that, why don't you buy it? And at the time I was 22 and I had a Volkswagen Bug and I was going to school, but he told me what it would be, and I guess I was either smart enough or dumb enough to go, okay, well, let me get back to you. And after that, I got a lot of help from a professor named Dr. Kosnick in the finance department at JMU, and he really took me under his wing. When asked what my advice would be if somebody was ready to start their own business, I look back and there's no way that I could have had any success without tremendous amount of help from so many people. The ideas or things that have come along have just been a culmination of a lot of other people's ideas. When thinking about the folks to thank, I mentioned Dr. Joe Kosnick, who was right there in the beginning. I can't not thank my parents for giving me incredible opportunities and supporting me, through the years. But every staff member, as I look back on that first summer, what they did and coming on, and I almost want to thank the parents, because who in the world sends their kid to a camp that's never been there before? But fortunately, they had the faith to do that. Mensel Dean, who's been my accountant for years, who has not only helped keep things balanced, but also, has created opportunities for us to grow. Steve Heitz, who's my attorney, who's, been there through, a lot of trials and tribulations and wonderful times. And my dear friend Mark Warner, we've been friends for a long, long time. We've done training together and keep in touch on a weekly basis, along with all my employees that work with me currently.
Please join me in welcoming to the podium our 2009 Entrepreneur of the Year, Mr. John Hall.
Each year, the Chamber of Commerce recognizes an individual in the community